Hi Aries, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive. Guys, thanks for being here. So we're going to do a read for the second half of June. This has to do with love. It's going to be you and who, right? What the universe wants you to know in career and finance. You'll find that at the end of of my video for those types of reads. But what we're going to focus on is whomever you have at the forefront of your mind as you clicked on my channel, okay? So let's jump into this. We're gonna start with you because love always starts with you. I'm gonna pull a love and light card, and then we're gonna jump into a little bit deeper spread for you, and then check out that other side. Find out what they want most from you, what they like and dislike, and so forth, all right? All right, so let's do this, guys. All right, so starting with love, let's take a look at that. Now, this is a general read, so if you are looking for a personal read, check out my description box below, all right? All right, so let's take a look at this in terms of love. What does Aries need to know most pertaining to love? Second half of June, okay? What's most important for Aries to keep in mind? Let's put this aside and put this over here. What do we have here? Dance of the Planets. Interesting. That's a 56 card, and it reduces to an 11. Now, that's a master number. For some of you, it could be the opening gates of a brand new portal, kind of side by side, right? But it is a very spiritual number here. What this really talks about is, let me just take a look at this real quick. So, it's interesting because you almost feel like there's like a couple here, right? And it could be that for some of you are in a relationship or situation, or that of the person that you're interested in. What's coming through is that, as you well know, it's kind of like things happen based upon the alignment of the planets, right? And so what this is saying is that your destiny is actually happening right now. It's kind of like you might be going back and forth and left and right and kind of feel like you're tossed and turned through the universe, right? Especially pertaining maybe to a love situation or whatever situation. But this is saying is that, the cycles that you're going through, this wants you just to trust those, okay? Trust the cosmic cycles that are happening with you, okay? Just kind of roll with it, kind of start, riding the wave, right? Ride the wave within that, and this is saying, don't try to rush something that is not ready to come to fruition, right? And that's what this is saying. And don't hold back or anything if the planetary alignments is pushing you to kind of go, right? So this is really saying is that there's a lot of kind of dancing of the planets that's happening around you. We've got a full moon in Capricorn, strawberry moon on the 24th of this month, and it's all about of course releasing the things that aren't we're not going to take into kind of that next phase. But then it's also noting the lessons that we have learned from that, and letting go of any sort of past situations that aren't going to serve our greater good moving forward. So I think that's going to be very, very key. Okay, so just really relinquish, but it's also a time to really celebrate the wins, right, and let go any sort of the losses. There you go. Okay. But what this really talks about here, the dance of the planets, is just that there's just planetary forces that are around you right now. And this is about, being thankful, being, as joyful as you can, be as flexible as you can through this process. You're being supported through these crazy movements that you think that you're being tossed and turned. It's actually, there is a reason, and there is an opportunity here, right? And this is saying enjoy for the ride, pray to source for grace, for, to learn the lessons, and to have much prosperity out of this type of joy ride, right? So to speak, because it's like the joy ride of planetary dance, right? So it's dancing with the planets. So dance with the planets and make the most of it, right? Go with the shifts, move with them, and then if they're standing still, just use that to your advantage, just taking a time to pause and go within. That's what this wants to let you know. So this is interesting, okay? This is interesting. It's a very spiritual, process, but this is a really beautiful opportunity for you to know that all things are happening according to, planetary wisdom and guidance and the greater good in your alignment with source, okay? So that's key. Let's pull a love card. A light card. That was the love. Let's pull the light card. Let's take a look and see what wants to come out for you here. What do we have? This is mirror. Okay, guys, so it's like who or what is triggering you, okay? So this is what's coming into play. And it's so funny because we can always think of like if something is triggering us, we always think it's something bad within us. Well, triggers can, mirrors can be good or bad, okay? So that's something to really remember, right? So if you are really finding that someone that what's the word that I'm looking for? It's kind of like if you're triggered by someone that you admire, and maybe that you truly admire, right? It's just a quality that you also have in you, right? And a lot of times it's just because you may feel the need that, oh my gosh, that this person, I really admire them. You may feel that you need to cut them down in order to rise to their level, but that's not the case. This is basically saying is that when it's like someone's reminding you of something that is unhealed within you or around you. So if you're agitated or if you are admirable about that, it's usually an unconscious thing, right? It's kind of what we believe to be true in our filter of life. So that's what this is really talking about. So it could be that someone around you is serving as a mirror for you. And this is saying to really look closely at the people or places or things that are triggering you right now. That you are, because this is about something needs to be accepted, right? Something needs to be accepted, something needs to be seen, right? And that's what's coming into play here, or just even loved, even just, love in itself. Okay, so that's what's coming through. So, I'm going to put this aside. So the dance of the planets and mirrors. Okay, so very interesting energy. So I'll put this aside and let's go ahead and focus on your main read and see what wants to come out for you here. Okay, I really feel that you're on your way to really kind of be that. It's kind of like, why not be that cosmic butterfly that kind of flies through the changes, right? And then, is translucent and is be able to reflect the mirror images and to be able to look within and see how it shines on your wing and think, oh, that's interesting. Kind of being a little weird like that. Okay. So just, be that. I think that's what's kind of coming into play there. It's kind of like a little visual, that you can kind of think about, that's coming into play. So where are you at right now, Aries? What's happening for you here? We got the moon and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So that of which is unseen. Okay. So interesting. So we got Pisces energy and then we've got Earth energy and the Knight of Pentacles. So, that moon card, again, is about something is hidden, but the interesting thing is something is coming to light. And that could be, guys, that really could be that mirror thing. It's kind of like you're learning different parts of yourself that need to be loved, different parts of yourself that need to be witnessed, right? And that's what I think is coming into play. So that could be the case for many of you. Again, that's Pisces energy. And then I got the Knight of Pentacles, which is about motion. This is about putting in the work, maybe to understand that of which that is hidden, right? And it could definitely happen around the full moon, right? Especially that full moon in Capricorn, that strawberry moon, right? So, for some of you, that's really coming into play here. So I love seeing this because it really tells me that there is an opportunity for you to put into the work, take those necessary steps about kind of like what's happening for you here. Let's clarify a little bit more about this Knight of Pentacles. What is this? What are you working on here? Empress energy. Wow. So this is interesting because Empress energy talks about kind of like it's ruled by Venus. And the timing usually when it comes to timing on this card, is that, it's not just dependent on one person. It's dependent on one person and another person, right? So the Empress energy is all about beauty, all about art, all about creativity and birthing something new. So I think that through this, putting into the work, something new is being built, and it might have to do with something having to do with the moon. Tell me a little bit more about this moon card here for Aries. What wants to come out here? Seven of Swords. Something that is hidden that maybe perhaps caused some sort of deceit, all right? There's been some sort of deceit. You kind of feel deceit within something of the sort that's coming through here. And the Seven of Swords is all about having faith, but there has been maybe perhaps some sort of betrayal or deception. Maybe you feel some sort of betrayal or deception having to do with perhaps could be an air sign, earth or water sign that's coming through here, guys. Really is the case. Tell me a little bit more about what I want to pull for this one here. Let me pull our numerology on this Seven of Swords and see what wants to come out here. That's about some sort of deceit there. Physical activity is going to help you. So this is about, maybe you don't exactly know what this is, but what's really important is going to help you clear this kind of old energy out. Is physical activity, getting out and doing something, being out, communicating with yourself in source, and physically kind of being involved. It's a 67 card. It's a 13 reducing to a 4. This is going to ground you. This is going to ground that kind of deceptive thinking and kind of you going down the rabbit hole on something of the sort here. But physical activity is going to be super key. It's also, communicating, communication, right? So it is about kind of like when you exercise, all those endorphins are released, and that's going to truly help you within this process and bring a lot more peace, a lot more harmony, a greater sense of peace and harmony in you, as it helps disarm this. Okay, disarms that of which has been perhaps a sort of deception. It's like that but you can't put your finger right on it, right? And that's what's coming into play. So keep that in mind in terms of mirrors. There too. That could be sharing something with you, but physical activity is going to help that. It's going to help, really kind of evaporate any sort of bad vibes and increase more good vibes. Okay. So if some of you are unsure, some of you could be working out right now and that's really helping you quite a bit. So that's really key. It helps ground you, so to speak. All right. Anything else? You guys, karmic completion. Okay. I'm not surprised to see this. All right. So I pulled that just to take it one step further. And I did, for many of you, it could be a karmic completion. It's a 10 card. So it means that it's coming to an end, right? That your karmic debt has been paid. Okay. Now this could then, within a relationship, as well. But this is like the Wheel of Fortune, right? The tides, with the moon, constantly ebb and flow. Well, this is saying is that, when we face different experiences, it's about your adaptability to make your dreams come true, and also to know as well as things, things that aren't worthy of us will soon pass, right? So it's kind of goes up and then it goes down, right? Dreams, and then, oh, I hope this passes, right? So I can get closer to my dreams. So this is saying is that clearing your karmic depths of your past, right? And what it does is create more happiness and more harmony in your life, and allows you to birth something new, which is this Empress energy. All in your beauty there, Aries. Look at you, right? So birthing of something new and focusing on the beauty all because of it, right? Coming out refreshed right after this, right? It's kind of like, oh, I'm glad that part's over with, right? So note your comments below, guys, and smash that like button and subscribe. And don't forget to definitely click the bell for my posts that do come out, okay? But that's what's coming through in terms of where you're at right now, okay? So let's take a look at what is your strengths. What are your strengths here? What are your strengths that we need to keep in mind for Aries the second 2 weeks of June? What wants to come out for Aries? What wants to come up for Aries the second half of June, I should say. Second half of June, what needs to come out? Whoa, too many cards, guys, too many cards. Half the deck. Okay, so give me a couple cards here. Let's take a look. Here we go. Well, there we go. Okay, let's take a look. 6 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So this is an opportunity. This is, sixes are all about growth, right? So there's been some sort of growth, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and then something coming to fruition, which is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, a 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So there's been some sort of growth here. Okay. So when I see the 6 of Cups, but it also tells me that it's kind of like it's that innocence and nostalgia from the past, right? It's, it's kind of dipping down between the emotional waters of the past, right? In order just to kind of, play with them a little bit. but it's realizing how far that you've come, because this over on top of here is like all that yellow is the confidence, and this is going down to the depths of our past, right? But living, just kind of taking a little bit of a dive and coming up, because 6 is all about growth. You've grown, right? So when I see this, it tells me about there was a sense of innocence from the past. But now that you have completed this karmic cycle and had this beautiful birth of an empress that's coming out here, and you're doing the work necessary, I really feel that you've come a long way. And now it's kind of like you see that in your rearview mirror, but you're not going to live there, right? You've grown, and you've seen how much that you've grown. And you can't go back once you've already know something. What you want to do is to keep it moving forward, right? Having the confidence to continue to move forward. And every now and then take a little bit of a dive, but hop right back up to the surface, right? Into the present and the now, right? So you don't want to stay below the surface there, right? So, but this is innocence that you see, you observe your innocence of the past, and now that you see how strong you are, and how beautiful you are, and how much you've grown moving forward, right? So, yeah, that's what so it's kind of what I feel here that's coming into play here. Very beautiful energy, okay? So, and then the next card that you get is the 9 of Pentacles, which is coming to fruition. So this is about being in gratitude and in luxury for all the hard work that you put into play. And then also the work the necessary work that was important for you to get to this point where you're at. This allows you to pick and choose how you want to move forward. You have more variety to choose from because you know more. And when you know more, then you're smarter, making better choices. So, but this is all about grace, beauty. And it's also about luxury and, gratitude, being in deep gratitude for where you're at right now. Like, I'm glad I'm not there, and I'm glad this has been paid off, right? So note your comments below, guys, but that's what I feel. And it's your strength. It's like knowing how far that you've come, and being proud of how far that you've come. And Aries, you should be proud. All right. Turn around, let me give you a pat on your back, right? In fact, a high five, because really, you're doing a really great job. Anything else in your strength? Relationship change. So some of you it had to do with a relationship was a catalyst to this. So now this is beautiful, because the relationship change doesn't mean that someone's okay, the relationship has ended. It could be an up level of a relationship, right? It could be an understanding in a relationship where it transforms from one kind of love to another, right? It can move from friendship to romantic, or romantic to friendship, right? But this is about matters of the heart and how the communication is coming through here, right? So this is a biggie for you. The siren is going, so it's a biggie, right? And it's an 11. It's the 11 card too. So, but apparently this is what's coming up for you. But it's a 56 card, and this, it just says that there's some sort of relationship change that is happening. And this is about, you're being divinely guided, right? And just to go carry on. This could be a positive relationship change, a wedding, an engagement of some sort. Aries, my gosh, this is beautiful energy. It's abundant. There's wisdom that's been gained, through this. So, it's kind of how I'm feeling there. There is it's benefit. It's benefit for you, and it's a benefit for the other person. Okay. So I want you to be aware of it. It is a beautiful thing. All right. It is a beautiful thing. So, that's what's coming through here. So what is your weakness? What is coming through in terms of your weakness here? What do we need to be aware of so we can be exercise ways that we can move about most effectively? What does that look like in love? Okay, your weakness is the King of Swords. Some of you might be dealing with a fire sign, or might be dealing with an air sign. Okay, King of Swords, someone who is very intellectual, very clear thinking, like within the head, very handsome, very good looking, very wise. Okay, and I get the King of Swords, and then I get the 9 of Wands, continuing to persevere, right? So your weakness is wanting to persevere with, could be someone of that sign. Now, there is a reason why, okay? Let's take a look, because you don't want to rush things. Remember that planetary dance, okay? So I want you to keep that in mind. Tell me a little bit more about this, this 9 of Wands. Tell me about this 9 of Wands, persevering. Yes or no? Persevering, kind of to go through that. I kind of want to see about what that looks like. 5 of Pentacles, there's a conflict. There's been a conflict in persevering with perhaps a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or again, we got Earth, Fire, and Earth, Fire, and Air. But I get the Five of Pentacles, which means there's been some sort of conflict in persevering. Could be with, again, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Okay, so for some of you, you might resonate with that. Interesting. Yeah, so that's what I get here. Anything more about the Five of Pentacles coming through? Emperor energy. It's very solid, structured. This is Emperor energy is all about Aries energy. This is you. So I kind of feel that maybe you're not as flexible, in terms of this situation. Okay. What can help Aries in terms of moving forward in here, in terms of this wanting to persevere even amidst the conflict that's happening now? It's kind of, what is it? It's kind of like you're solid in structure. Maybe you're set in your ways here. Let's take a look. Give me a little bit more on the Emperor energy. Okay. What do we have? Nature. I want you to get out in nature. Get out in nature, physical activity, get out in nature. It'll help you connect with source better and help you focus on love better. You'll get a better, clear idea about how you need to move forward, all right, and how you need to persevere. Because what's happening here is that it looks like for some reason there's conflict. It's kind of like it wants you to kind of wait a little bit, for some reason, kind of wants you to hold off a little bit. Yeah, it kind of wants you to focus on you, and then, maybe something that it has to do more with next month, okay? So we're in June right now. This would actually be starting within July. I think in July you might actually be hearing something, or this could be a better opportunity to move forward in, or you might hear something from them, but it looks like next month is kind of like the key. It's kind of better timing. Right now, it's like get your butt out on nature and do some physical activity. I'm telling you, I'm an Aries, my Mercury is in Aries, so there you go, right? So that's what it really could be that, like, I should say, relationship change, but here we go, physical activity and nature, right? And it's going to have a change inside you, let alone in the situation. But yeah, I kind of get next month is going to be very, very more pivotal, more timing, kind of like better timing, okay? But this does want you to know that it's worth waiting for. So you probably hear something next month and it's worth waiting for is what's coming through here, okay? Let's take a look at this other person. Where are they at? Nine of Cups. Their emotional satisfaction. So they might be, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This is being satiated. They're satisfied with where they're at right now. Okay. So you can't move this person. Okay. I'm just telling you, and the 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. They're at the 10 of Cups. They're where they want to be right now. Okay, so just saying, that's where they're at right now. That's where they've got the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. You're getting in complete alignment with themselves. Beautiful energy. Again, you might be dealing with the water sign. Anything else that wants to come through here? What do we get? 10 of Swords. After an ending of, despair, depression, and anxiety. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So, they are, maybe they were feeling super happy and, within the situation and doing well and getting into alignment amidst some sort of, where they really, really had a hard time. I wouldn't be surprised if this person has gone through a karmic cycle as well. Okay. Anything else? Adventure. Yeah. It's a 10 card. So they're taking life as being an adventure. Life is an adventure. So they had some sort of ending, but I feel that because the happy cards came out prior to that, or the emotional fulfillment, it's after some sort of, something that didn't work out. Okay. Let's take a look at, let me put this aside. I brought two more of the cards of the other, but let's take a look at what is this 10 of Swords? What wants to come on the 10 of Swords? What is it? Crisis. Yeah. They're restructuring their life after crisis and after the chaos. Okay. Sorry guys, it must be sirens might be coming out. But yeah, another thing, kind of every time the card comes out, it's like there's a message for it. But after some sort of restructuring, this is about some sort of they're seeing their deepest needs and what their emotions are, and that's where they're at. What do they want most from Aries? What do they want most from Aries? What do they want most? 5 of Swords. I got to get another card on that. That's about conflict. Yeah, they want love. They want to move from conflict to love. So 5 of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy on conflict, to the Knight of Cups, motion moving forward in love. They want to iron this out. Okay, I'm not going to, that's what's coming through, guys. That's what they want most. Okay, what is it that they like most about Aries? What do they like most about Aries? Knight of Wands, your passion and your go-getter, get them stuff. It's like you're really energetic. You're very, your exuberance, your vibrancy, your charm. I mean, I could go on, right? Come on, Aries. That's what I'm feeling here for you. So this is really about the motion, how you move forward. They like most about you, and how you're able to start with a brand new beginning and just start anew, right? To start brand new, right? So Fool's card is the journey on a brand new beginning, having a passionate new beginning. That's what they love. And that's what they like most about you. Anything else that wants to come through in the divine love cards? Yeah, there was no progress during winter time, is what this looks like. No progress and things were frozen. But I feel that, yeah, there's a lot of fireworks, love, passion, and intimacy. You guys, this might be coming in July. Remember it said next month, we're in June, could be July, and there could be some amazing fireworks. Okay, watch out. All right, watch out. Lots of love, passion, and intimacy is coming through here. What is it that they dislike about you? All right, what is that? Judgment. So they feel that they might be being judged in the situation. Okay, the judgment is all about just focusing on I mean, it's no timing that is settled here, but they don't want to feel judged within a situation. Okay, and it's coming through really strong here. Okay, Four of Swords. What they don't like is you getting the rest that you need, and getting the rest that you need, and kind of isolating yourself off a little bit. Okay, it seems to be that's what you're doing. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. But this is, getting the rest and recouping that energy, kind of getting that rest you need, you're just kind of being passive about the situation. You're kind of not doing anything, right? That's what I feel here. And then I get the Queen of Wands. There you are. Look at you. Okay, guys. And that's a good way to end it. And that's, your passionate energy. Okay. They're focused on loving you. You're focused on being you. They feel kind of left out within that. Okay. Is really what I feel here. So that's what they dislike most. Anything else? That you're just kind of allowing things to happen. You're just like relaxing, you're letting the situation unfold, and you're just having faith, okay? And you're focusing on self-love and focusing on you. So let's take a look. We're going to dive deeper in this. We're going to find out a little bit more on what is, that they haven't told you, what's going to be their next move, right? What's their greatest challenge in this relationship or situation at hand, right? And messages from both sides there as well. We'll talk about a potential outcome and what that looks like, as well as advice too from the oracle, so you can go within and see what's best for you. Okay. All right. So if you're interested, click the link below. If not, guys, I look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, namaste.